It is high time that we realize where we stand as a country and as people. It is high time we realize and get out of this hallucination that we are into, this Vishwaguru kind of hallucination that we are into. It is high time. Let me first start off by saying that every country and every diplomat and every office bearer and every prime minister should think of their own country. That is something that is very nice, and that's how it should be. But the fact remains that what this man says, that I am not going to kind of allow India to grow the way China grew because tomorrow India will compete with us, it is unfair and it is unjustified for the simple reason that you grow, nobody stops you from growing. Your growth is your efficiency, your ambition, but you stop somebody else from growing, that is no longer ambition, that is aggression. Is India looking after ours? Are the decisions we are taking on our trade policies, are the decisions we are taking on our purchases, are the decisions we are taking on our on geopolitical level, are they fair? Look at what they consider us, and we call them brothers and sisters and hugs, and what hugs? Two prime minister goes and hugs and does parties. This is what I told you about Trump and Modi. Howdy Modi and all of that. Remember this. Now it is Israel. It's Netanyahu and Modi. Is it only fair that we condone? Our Prime Minister condones and raises an objection to the Prime Minister of Israel and the US President. It is ultimately a US submarine who bombed them, saying that listen, what you did is unfair. They were our guest. Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Today's editorial is very, very interesting and very important to you. Important to you is because it is high time that we realize where we stand as a country and as people. It is high time we realize and get out of this hallucination that we are into, this Vishwaguru kind of hallucination that we are into. It is high time we shake ourselves and get out of it. It is high time we shake ourselves and get out of the fact that, everything is happening for our benefit. Everybody around us is kind of, being very nice to us, being very helpful to us. They are our brothers, they are our sisters. I think it is high time we get out of this notion. It is high time we understand reality. I remember way back in 2024, I had done an editorial where I had mentioned to you that please don't be under this hallucination that you are a Vishwaguru and the whole world is there to respect you. The whole world is there to, to listen to what you want to say and all that. We had said that to you. And today, see how things are unfolding. My first topic actually is a statement that Christopher Lando, the Deputy Secretary for State, made in the United States. I will just read out, since I can't show you that video because that video belongs to ANI. I will just read out that his statement and then I will take it further. Christopher Lando says that India should understand that we are not going to make the same mistakes with India that we made with China 20 years ago in terms of saying, oh, we are going to let you be able to develop these markets, and then the next thing we know, you are beating us in a lot of commercial things. He says we are going to make sure that whatever we do, it's fair on our people, because ultimately we are accountable to our people, just as Government of India has to be accountable to its people. See, let me first start off by saying that every country and every diplomat and every office bearer and every prime minister should think of their own country. That is something that is very nice, and that's how it should be. But the fact remains that what this man says, that I am not going to kind of allow India to grow the way China grew because tomorrow India will compete with us, it is unfair and it is unjustified for the simple reason that you grow, nobody stops you from growing. Your growth is your efficiency, your ambition, but you stop somebody else from growing, that is no longer ambition, that is aggression. You're stopping another country from growing because they would turn out to be our competitor tomorrow. So is it only your country and your countrymen who needs to enjoy the concept of prosperity? Rest of us cannot be prosperous? Is that what America says? The thing is, he said, we will be looking after our people. But my question is India looking after ours? Are the decisions we are taking on our trade policies, are the decisions we are taking on our purchases, are the decisions we are taking on our on geopolitical level, are they fair? Is that actually helping us, or is that helping America? Or are we just doing it purely because we are pressurized by America? Which is what it is looking now. And look at the way these people are reacting. There is not even a whale. He is openly saying it. Nahi badne dega bada. That is exactly what he said. We will not allow India to become big. We will not allow India to prosper. This is what the sum and substance of what he said, isn't it? Now, is that fair? And we are succumbing to all this. We are quiet about all this. A few days back, at least that was not a country spokesperson. It was not an Israeli spokesperson. But all the same, few days back, somebody on television, on Israeli television said that, "Arey, what of it? There are 140 billion Indian workers, Indian laborers to make defense equipments for them. 140 crores of us are all their laborers. We will be making defense equipment for them for the world. Look at what they consider us. And we call them brothers and sisters and hugs, and what hugs? Two Prime Minister goes and hugs and does parties. This is what I told you about Trump and Modi. Howdy Modi and all of that. Remember this. Now it is Israel. It's Netanyahu and Modi. All this is there. And what? Rest of us are laborers to make defense equipment for them. That is what their people feel. Like I said, at least I will say this was a Deputy Secretary of State of America who said this. So it is, for me, it is as good as official. But at least that was a spokesperson. He was a civilian. He had nothing to do with the government and he spoke. So I would take that as an opinion. But I would take that as a not popular opinion in Israel. That when you look at India, look at us as laborers. Isn't that fair? This is our stature, my dear friends. This is our stature. And this is what we need to realize. We are no Vishwagurus. Nothing happens because of us. Nobody kind of just changes things and all. That is all good in advertising. Advertising, you have Papa ne war rukwa di. That happens in advertising. In real life, nothing happens because we said. In real life, nothing. Nobody changes anything because we said. ऐसा सब नहीं होता है. Let us be very clear. And let us look life from there on. Let us evaluate things from there on. Let us evaluate things with this basic understanding, basic fundamental understanding. Let's cut the garb out and let's come to reality. This is reality. Iranian ship came to India on our invitation. It was called the IRIS Dena. They came to India on our invitation. They were in India. After the event was over, they left. They were bombed and killed in Indian Ocean. A lot of them, not all of them. A lot of them were killed. I'm told 100 plus people were killed. They were here on our invitation. Now, Indian Ocean doesn't belong to India. That is a fact. There's a region, I think it is 12 nautical miles, which is in India's control. Beyond that, Indian Ocean is a global property like Pacific Ocean or like any other ocean. But the fact remains that, is it only fair that we condone? Our Prime Minister condones and raises an objection to the Prime Minister of Israel and the US President. It is ultimately a US submarine who bombed them. Saying that, listen, what you did is unfair. They were our guest. They were not warring with you. They were on a peaceful mission. Why did you bomb them? Just because it's an Iranian ship? Isn't it only fair that we do that? A guest comes to your house and on his way back something happens to him. Wouldn't you actually be concerned? Wouldn't you be going to help him? Forget about helping him. Wouldn't you at least show your concern saying that, Baba, hamare ghar se gaya tha. It is unfortunate. Wouldn't that be the basic courtesy that is expected? Again, I'm saying Indian Ocean doesn't belong to us, so we cannot stop somebody from bombing them, or we cannot go and send our own troops and protect them and all that. All that I'm not expecting, because that will not happen. But to say that, hum kya karega, is very unfair. Is very unfair. You see, on this, the Iranian Foreign Minister, Abbas Araghchi, issued a sharp response over the sinking of Iranian naval frigate, IRIS Dena. in the Indian Ocean by the United States and mentioned India. What he said in his ex-post is IRS Dena as an Indian guest and slammed the US for perpetrating the atrocity of sea 2,000 miles away from Iranian shores. He confirmed that 130 sailors were on board and in the vessel and were attacked in the Indian Ocean while en route back to Iran. The Iranian foreign minister also said that the vessel was struck without warning and declared that America will become a bitterly regret the precedent that it has set. He called the vessel a guest of Indian Navy. External Affairs Jay Shankar on Thursday said that he had telephonic conversation with Iranian FM Saeed Abbas Agrachi and amid ongoing crisis in the Middle East, India has offered condolences. Today you're offering condolences. Why didn't we object with the American government? That's one point that will come to haunt us. To conclude, the reason I wanted to do this editorial is very clear. You see, whatever the conditions are, whatever the situations is, as country, we will handle it and we are equipped enough to handle it because I believe in my people. I believe in 140 crore population of India. I believe in them. Because we are resilient. We can stand and we will fight and we will take our situations as it comes. That's not a problem for us. Okay, we've learned to survive. We know how to survive. We know how to thrive now. We will continue to thrive regardless. We will continue to thrive. But the point that I want to make is, let us be very clear about the fact that we are no Vishwagurus. We are no global South spokesperson and global South voice and all that. This we are not. Let us not be under any myth. Let us not be under any myth. Whenever it is convenient for big powers like United States, they entertain us. Whenever it is not convenient, they will just put us on the side. And that is exactly what we are. That is exactly what we are, and it is high time we realize it. This is not just true to the United States of America. We saw it, whatever happened in program in Israel, and it is true to almost every country. People who travel a lot, ask them how much of their passport is respected outside of India. What respect do they get when they show Indian passport? Ask them, and they will tell you. See these travel vloggers. Go through their programs and you'll know what respect we get as Indians, our passport, what respect our passport gets. This is not how Vishwaguru is treated. This is not how emerging power and all is treated. All this emerging power bit is within our country. This is a narrative we create within our country. This is a narrative the media within this country creates, or some spokesperson within this country creates. It is not the truth. And falsehood never helps. Falsehood never helps. It will make us complacent, but it will never actually help us. To understand reality is where we start growing, where we start correcting and we start growing. That's precisely why my editorial today. That's the point I wanted to make. Till I see you next time. That's tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.